So my name is Kevin. This is Nathan.
I'm
and
Nathan.
I guess Nathan wanted to show me this game called Stanley's Parable. I think it's just
Totally normal game.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Job
Let's play.
was simple.
See what's
Yeah,
going on
He
here.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him
just like me
what
at work.
buttons to push, how long to push them.
I know. That's why I want you to play it.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley sounds like a weird guy.
And then one day, something
Sounds like
very
you,
peculiar
Kev.
happened.
Sounds like you.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed
single
up to
order.
give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all
think we
his
found the
years at the
twist.
company had this happened.
I think we found the
This
twist.
complete
What a
isolation.
twist.
Something was
Shamalama
very
ding dong.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that like a cue to go to the meeting room?
Maybe.
Seems linear as hell so far, so I'm gonna trust my
When Stanley
instincts.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw you.
Ooh.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room
That is
worth
kinda nice.
admiring. It had really
a
been
great
worth
room.
the detour after all, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Straight ahead, eh, Kev?
This was way too interesting, man.
Look at you pressing big red buttons.
All I want is them sweet, sweet loading screens.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
And there's the door.
Magic door.
No.
Oh,
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
this guy's a jerk.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Flipping ahead, flipping ahead.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Guy's very confused.
I've got it now. This
Confused
story is
fella.
absolutely, definitely this way.
Of course.
Creepy.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Spoiler alert.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Yeah, Kevin.
Okay, from the top.
Did it.
You beat it. You beat
Yeah.
the game. I think you're good at beating games, you know? You beat it in like a couple minutes.
I do a lot of beating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Off or on?
Depends on my mood.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What
Don't
could
blame
it
you.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I feel like I'm gonna really role play the character of Stanley
Yeah?
this time. Yeah.
Okay.
When Stanley... Wait.
Hopping Stanley's
what?
roles.
No, I
it's changed.
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change?
They tricked you.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I think you did.
Hold on.
Kevin,
I don't think
Well, I'm
so.
Did you
asking
move the story?
I'm the one who wrote the story.
I don't think so.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
you
then.
lost the story.
It's an
Was this the
adventure.
story?
Come,
Could be.
Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Oh, that's
You can jump, can you not? Ah.
certainly not with the space bar.
Who would use the spacebar to jump, Kev? That's ridiculous.
This seems maze-like.
Not at all. A clear, straight path. I actually have
I'll
no
say
idea
it.
which way the right way
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to
Hey.
be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Progress. Okay.
Bam.
Sweet, sweet loading screen.
Yeah, man.
Like it?
Feel
what you need.
Feel like I'm succeeding.
Yeah, I think you're beating it.
Yeah.
Got this game beat, Kev.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What could it mean? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
You gotta find the story.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. I bet you it's through here.
There's got to be story somewhere.
This is all writers do.
I
Find-
knew
There
we
we go.
missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I think this building makes sense, right? It's consistent with itself.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Oh,
consistent
well.
with itself.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Seems
I
like you
don't
got
think
gutted.
so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Pretty sure it's in a shed.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you
Wasn't it
know
always
what?
in the shed?
Since I've
I think so.
completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Bam!
Congratulations!
You
Got
won,
it.
Kev.
I know you put in a lot of hard
Proud of
work,
myself.
and it
Atta
really
boy.
paid off. So, good job.
You beat it. And off.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't feel
Oh.
right about this at all.
Oh.
We both know you didn't put in any
You
actual
don't win.
work for that win.
Come
Some
on.
people win
I'm
fair
an
and
asshole.
square, and this was not one of those situations.
Didn't win fair and square.
Okay?
There's a lot of
I'm
work.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Of course. Sweet, sweet loading screen. Totally worth it.
Yep.
Totally
definitely.
worth it. Okay.
Oh. Oh, shit. Hit the mouse.
All right,
Cool.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we
Perfect.
don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Follow the line for adventure.
Damn easy.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this
Down the
direction.
paper.
Can't
Onward,
trample on the
Stanley,
paper, that's
to
just rude.
destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no
You
destination
didn't walk on the wall, Kev.
still a story?
Not good
Simply
enough of
by the
Mirror's
act
Edge
of
for that.
moving forward, are we implying a journey such that
Wow,
a
that's
destination
exciting.
is
Okay, I like that
inevitably
you're following
conjured
it.
into being
It's good, it's
via
good.
the very
This is
manifestation of the nature
tricky,
of
though.
life itself?
It's-
Whoa. Hang
It's
on.
tricky.
That got a bit weird back
To
there.
rhyme on time.
Well, I'd like
to
to
rhyme on
apologize.
time. It's tricky.
Not sure where I was going with all that.
Nice.
You know what? I think what we need right now is
Wow,
a bit
this
of
is-
music to lighten the mood.
I like the zigzag.
Perfect. Perfect. Also, this song is awesome.
Some good music.
I think you're winning, Kev.
What's that?
Cut the music, go
Oh.
back, and look at that fern.
You gotta go check it out.
There's a fern?
Yeah. I think it was a nice fern too.
Oh, that's a nice
Stanley,
fern.
this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Okay,
won't want to miss
let's count the
anything.
leaves.
This is my fern. There are many other ferns like it, but this one is mine.
Okay, got all the leaves.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was 1,212.
Wait,
if anyone
what?
was curious.
We're back at the office?
Yep.
No.
Just gotta follow the line.
No.
That's-
Line. You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The
Yep.
story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
No.
Okay. Okay, forge on.
Yeah, just keep going.
Just keep going?
Not a problem.
Okay, so we gotta go in there. No,
I think it's this way. I think we're good.
nailing it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've
trust the
been
line.
through...
I still trust the line.
Always trust the
I can't
line.
take
Who
this
doesn't trust the
anymore.
line?
Hell with it.
Really, I'm just surprised there's not
Restart.
cake at the end of it.
I think the cake's false, dude.
Oh. False. False
Yeah.
cake.
Pretty sure that's what they say.
Yeah, that's something like
You
that.
know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done
Forget
for
it.
us?
This
We're
guy's a
intelligent
dick.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
He's calling you intelligent.
Something
How's he a
exciting,
dick?
daring, mysterious.
Oh, he wants to
Sure,
role play.
This
Do you wanna make
sounds
up a story?
perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
Why don't you paint
How
him like
about
one of his French
this
girls?
direction?
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck the line.
Now, yes, this is
A
exciting.
true
Just
adventure.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
It could.
want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Did I turn around there?
Whatever it
Wait,
might be,
what?
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, perfect. This is a logical building. What's your story, Kevin? Coming up with on.
I'm Stanley. I walk through
no,
hallways.
not you again.
Uh-oh.
Stanley,
line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
This guy's a
no
dick. I
lines
like
or
the line.
monitor rooms.
The
Just
line's kind
don't
of a dick,
acknowledge it.
though.
We should be
Not
fine.
really. The line just has a strong
Look at it. It's
yellow
breaking through
personality.
things. I bet you that's the last we'll ever see of the line.
Ah, a choice.
Not really bad.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Decisions.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere,
Circles.
a place where we're trying to go, there
it
must
solid.
be a reverse door that...
I'm just gonna turn this mouse sensitivity down. Oh. Yeah, thank you. Okay,
leads here.
cool.
And that in
Keep
turn
going in
means that our
circles.
destination
Circles are good.
corresponds
Good
with
for
the
everyone.
counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And
Or should we
since
take the
answer
wrong
is
door?
clearly yes, then by all
Will it?
accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come,
I like it.
Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
I feel like I missed half the logic there.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Nice.
The
You got a lot more to
confusion
go.
Ending. You're telling me
Yeah.
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Sounds about right.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yeah.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Yep.
My mind goes
After a long
blank
time,
simply
Stanley
because it's
dies.
written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game
What kind
to
of
keep
bookstore? What do they
restarting.
have?
I don't want to forget what's going
Do they have
on.
the new Harry Potter?
I don't want to be trapped like this. I
a
won't
screenplay.
restart the
That'd be
game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay.
That's
And the timer stopped? Does
Nice.
that mean, did we do it? Did
You
we
did
break
it.
the cycle?
Nice.
You beat it.
Whatever
Congrats,
it is that
narrator.
made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
You had no choice at all.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
Just gotta wait it
I
out.
suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure if
Yeah?
we're in the destination
Is it a
or
story?
the journey. Though
I
they're
mean,
always saying that
it's maybe
life
not
is
the
about
best
the
story,
journey
but it's
and
a
not the
story.
destination. So I hope
Better than
that's where we
Twilight.
are where we are. We'll find out.
Got
won't
him.
we? Eventually.
I got him.
Eat
Well,
that
in the
rich person in
meantime-
Twilight. Oh,
That kind of scared me, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
that was abrupt.
Very abrupt. Like my sex life. It's abrupt.
This is quite a loading screen.
Yeah, it's a sexy loading screen. It's not gonna load, Kev. It's not gonna load.
Doesn't seem to be loading.
Will the game ever load?
I think it did move a bit there, actually.
It's a non-loading game.
Ooh. Progress.
Okay, it's a loading game. My bad. Misread that one.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, now I think the game is actually restarted.
Stanley
I
decided to
think.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Just like the
simply missed a
confusion
memo.
ending said.
Maybe, maybe not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Of course. Straight to the
Curious about
point.
the meeting room.
Yet
Oh,
there
it's
was
a
not
nice
a
meeting
single
room.
person
Yeah, it's not
here
too bad.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Talk less, do
Stanley
unbelievably
decided to
amazing
go
work all
up
the
to
time,
his
every day,
boss's
with no
office,
exception or
hoping
promotion
he
or-
might find an answer
Okay.
there.
Is that
Pull
coworkers
up inside
next
you.
to Oh,
Take it
yes.
basically.
That works.
Nice. Close behind me. What a dick door.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Obviously.
Oh, that sounds fun.
What are you going to do in your boss's office, Kevin?
What I do in all my boss's office is
Yeah. You're going to beat off.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It's quite an
Shocked,
office.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Disbelief.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
The
And so the
terrible
boss had
truth.
assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't get
Never.
it credibly by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
Entirely
Stanley
random.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yep.
Amazing.
I want to have
He
that happen.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It was the year he was born, obviously. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, yeah,
No.
I did. It's a very big and obvious passageway. Just expect the keypad to move.
Okay.
That's nice and dark.
What's in the darkness?
I don't know, something on the wall.
Ooh, a button. Boop.
Makes me sad that that button doesn't turn green.
It is satisfying when buttons turn green, isn't it?
It really is. Loading screen. We're succeeding.
It's a sexy loading screen. It tells you exactly what it's doing.
I know.
Loading.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Descending
case
deeper into
missed
the
it.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
What's
when
the
for
nature of the
years
job,
It had
Kev?
never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
That seems dangerous.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
Subtle.
Sounds about right. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
I don't think I've seen
secret
this
did
before.
this place hold?
Yeah, this
Stanley
is
thought to
definitely
himself.
Definitely don't think we
Did
saw
he
this
have
earlier.
the strength to find out?
Oh.
Okay.
I have to say that's a really nice catwalk walking sound effect. I
Mm.
really appreciate that one.
When I think of catwalks, I think of that sound, actually.
Oh. Yeah.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their
Nice.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
meant nothing, Kevin. Nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it
I'm
even
not a
possible?
number. I'm a free man.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Forward we go, Kev.
No, I gotta press a button.
No.
Oh, there's a 4 there. So I mean there's a 3 and a 2 and a 1?
I don't know.
Sounds like a countdown, doesn't it?
It does sound like a countdown. I think you can dismantle the machine through the facility power area, though, Kev.
I gotta press the buttons.
Just go to facility power.
But buttons.
Butts is for poopins.
It's true.
What's the big red button do?
Ooh. Oh.
You can't click it. Okay, let's go into there. And then dismantle the machine.
Sounds fun. Oh, that's a sick monitor.
That's massive.
I want it.
You can watch so much porn on that?
It's true.
Dang.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I think I turned it off.
Did you kill it? I think you beat the boss.
Or did I kill the game? Nope.
You killed the game.
Except for the music.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Ooh.
Was it over? Yes.
Sick
He had
piano
won.
sounds.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone
Kevin
else's
versus the machine.
command. Freedom
Kevin
was
wins.
mere moments
Of
away.
course I always win.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
That's nice.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Into England.
Into England.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way.
Where are you gonna go,
right
Kev?
now,
Who knows?
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Good job, Stanley.
Are you happy, Kev? Are you happy?
Kinda happy.